It truly was a matter of life and death. This is Dr. Segun, founder of Hospitals for Humanity and the Saving Little Hearts program. They are on a mission to provide life-saving surgeries to children in Nigeria who suffer from heart disease.
The current sole purpose of Hospitals for Humanity is to treat as many children with congenital heart disease as possible. Heart disease stems from strep throat, and then that child will now have to have some type of surgery. And unfortunately, children in Africa, they're just not getting the level of care that other children around the world are getting.
All these children just need so much help, and Hospitals for Humanity is doing their best to provide that, but they can only do so much with the resources they have.
Once we heard about the work Dr. Segun and his team at Hospitals for Humanity were doing, my friends Tash and Kirsten from Beast Philanthropy flew to Nigeria to see how we could help.
ابقى على اتصال مع الله مع تطبيق أذكار بواجهة سهلة الاستخدام يوفر.
The team drove to Daimed Hospital in Lagos to meet with Dr. Segun, who then introduced them to all of the children awaiting their surgeries. Some of these children waiting may never receive the procedures they desperately need.
Unfortunately, there's always going to be a percentage of children on our list that will not get the surgery. We know that going in.
Due to widespread poverty across Nigeria, many hospitals lack the necessary equipment they need in order to treat life-threatening medical conditions. One of those conditions being congenital heart disease, a group of heart defects present at birth that affect the heart structure and blood vessels. If left untreated, these conditions can cause some serious complications later in life and sometimes lead to death. It is the most common birth defect, affecting 1 in every 100 children worldwide. So with the help of our partners from outside the box capital, we decided to help Dr. Segun and Hospitals for Humanity save 100 children's hearts, which include conducting open heart surgeries, device closures, cardiac catheterizations, and screenings for CHD.
Without the proper care, they can not wake up the next day. We've heard stories from doctors where they've called the families to say we can bring them in today and they had passed away the night before. So hearing about these stories that people are losing their children, and it can happen so quickly, and without the services that Hospital for Humanity provides, some of these families will never see their children grow.
It really is a matter of life and death.
I'll be having a pain in my heart, but after the surgery, I'll be better. I will go and come back alive.
Abel God is a very peculiar case. He came to us in 2019 at one of our screening programs, and we knew that we had to do something immediately for him because his situation was dire. So we did the first part of his surgery back in 2019, and since then he has been thriving.
But despite Abel God's successful surgery back in 2019, he is still at risk and needs one more surgery to complete his treatment. Having these heart conditions forces the children to face everyday challenges. But they are not the only ones whose lives are affected.
I'm the mother of Abel God. Most at times, it was not easy because his condition was so bad. I never knew what to do.
These heart conditions affect more than just the child. You've got these mothers who are having to give 24-hour care to these sick children, and that causes so much strain.
Because of these parents' love for their children, they will go to great lengths to try and give them a better life. Like this mother and father who drove 9 hours to reach Daimed Hospital so their son Giovanni could undergo the surgery he desperately needed.
Giovanni having this surgery done will really mean a lot, and it will give us greater opportunities.
The first thing I want to do is to dance and move my body. I want to be better.
To many of these patients, these surgeries give them a new opportunity and make such a positive impact in their lives and the lives of their families. To see the lasting effect these operations have, Tash and Kirsten visited Treasure, who underwent heart surgery as part of the Hospitals for Humanity program back in 2016. Before his operation, Treasure was constantly weak and fatigued. He was often in the hospital, and the state of his condition was not improving at all. His mother had to work multiple jobs in order to pay his medical bills, with almost nothing left over each time. But after meeting Dr. Segun and undergoing his heart procedure under the care of the hospital,